Hey, what's up, everybody? What are we doing here? Can you hear me? No. Hmm. Hello? Nicholas Marazov has subscribed. Yes. Hey, can you guys hear me? Is that too loud? Is that better? Is that better, Nicholas? We got a subscription. We got a subscription on YouTube. Wow. Subscribe on YouTube, baby. The mysterious Nicholas. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me? How's the volume? Good? Okay, I'm serious tournament tonight. Starting in 15 minutes. We had 5 players, now it's down to 4. Where's someone left? Drown the Clown? Who was in there and they're gone? Summer Tournament Fund is live. Who will be the first to donate? Alright, we might play in Romania in August, but the schedule is still open. Anything that's not used can and will be used against you in a court of law. Anything in the Summer Tournament Fund will go toward, if unused, will go to World Senior in October. Your money will not fund the U.S. government and the Trump agenda. No, Morales was here and left and came back. There he is. Is that right? No. Morales was here all the time. Sparkle Horse, Drown the Clown. Astrobate, can you hear me? You got the YouTube version on your TV. Nice. Nice, nice. On my TV. I'm on TV. We're on TV. Can you believe it? I never thought I would have my own TV channel. But here I am. Ponda Rapid Tournament, boys and girls. The Ponda IRS Refund Swiss. For those of you who don't know, today is tax day in the great states of the United. It's a terrific day to make sure you paid your taxes this year, boys and girls. To our terrific president. Alright, we've got Sparkle Horse, Drown the Clown, Victory Sword, Mirales, Astrobate, Diecast Illusion, Chess Guy, otherwise known as Victory Sword, is here. Starting in 12 minutes. Is the volume okay? I adjusted the setup a little bit here. We're not camming. I'm not a cam girl today. Ponda has bling. We got Ponda Bling. New donation bar for the summer tournament schedule. Never know. Since I'm still alive. We might still play some tournaments here and there. Nothing good in Hungary at the moment. But as I said, we could go to Romania in August. Alright. So, guys, if you do donate, it goes toward the Summer Tournament Fund. Appreciate that. Otherwise, please subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube. We got to subscribe on YouTube from Nicholas. And who else is here? Drown the Clown. I am Sparkle Horse. Good to see you. Sword Victory Morales. I sent out last call. You know, the Swisses aren't as popular as Arenas. So, we'll probably see less than 20 players today. Whereas the Arenas can draw upwards of 30. But I like to mix it up and not always do the same thing. And so, today we have a 6-round, 7+3 rapid. That's approximately, I would say, 20 minutes per game if you take the 2-minute between rounds. So 20 minutes per game, 2 minutes between rounds included. That's 6 rounds, so it's 2 hours. The tournament starts at 7. It should finish around 9. We should finish around 9 p.m. I could have made it 7 rounds. I could still change it to 7 rounds. What do you guys think? We could do 7 rounds. Want to upgrade? Can I even do that? You upgrade it. Nothing better to do anyway. I'm going to upgrade to 7 rounds. We've upgraded 7 rounds. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Play at your own risk. It was going to be 6 rounds. I hope we have enough players to do 7 rounds. The good news is that it's a Swiss, so I don't have to play the highest rated player. I hate the arena pairing formula, where we're playing the highest rated players, playing each other. Returning chatter, welcome. Forever a returning chatter. Chess guy said hi, and he's still a returning chatter. He's going to be a returning chatter forever. All right, guys, 9 minutes to go. Let's go. Astrobate, you sent out invite. Drown the Clown, 2nd rated. Victory Sword, 3rd highest rated. Morales is he's sandbagging at 2094. Astrobate and Diecast Illusion. A lot of people aren't here yet. Mr. Slow usually plays. Melt like butter. Why is everyone so high rated? They're not. They're just 4 people who are high rated and 3 people who are not. It just happens that I'm very high rated compared to average, and there's a couple of stronger players. But the only thing, I can say is that playing higher rated players is the best way to improve. Don't fear playing high rated players. You should want to play high rated players as much as possible. And my stream attracts an average of like 1900. So we have one of the stronger audiences among chess streamers. I tend to attract more stronger players than lower rated players. Melted butter. It makes me want lobster. Alright. Sparkle Horse, Saxac Draw, Drown the Clown, Victory Sword, Astrobate, Morales, Troll in a Roll, Paprika, Hot Peppers, and Diecast Illusion. 8 players so far. Just a warning, this is not Chess 960 Troll in a Roll. I'm sorry. Nice to have Troll back. We have as many trolls as possible. We have more trolls than a Democratic senator. Alright. We have more trolls than a Democratic senator's Facebook feed. Where do those accounts come from? They're all like... Are they all like... artificially created? You never see like liberal trolls, Why is that? So, 8 players. Political commentary is free. But it's tax day. So much interesting stuff going on. I saw Zen Chess lurking earlier, but he is not here anymore. That would really make it high rated. He's like around 2200. Oh, Saxac Draw just joined. He's 2305, increasing the average. So Melted Butter is going to be really upset now. 25, 23. Come on, in the day, we used to have a whole bunch of 23s. My tournaments have gotten weaker. We used to have multiple title players. Sometimes an FM, CM. Lately, there's been less. I just remembered NM Unicorns used to play. Of course, Schieberspieler. In just 200 more members, you'll have 960 Pawn the Stallion Club. Nice, Asterbate, nice. Pawn the Stallion. Be a Pawn the Stallion. Alright, 8 players, guys, come on. We gotta have at least 10 to start. I mean, not literally, but that's kind of the standard. We usually start these with around 10 players and get up to 20. Rue is the day I fear a CM. Well, most people don't even pay the fee to become a CM. It's just not worth it. You know, you might as well just wait until you get to FM. Alright. It's a kind of new title. Guys, I hope everyone here, you know, gets their IRS refund. I'm a little concerned. You know, since Elon Musk is like gutting the federal government, I haven't seen my refund yet. So I'm hosting this tournament as a form of protest. It's interesting they cashed my check though. I paid my taxes, they cashed my check today. But I have not heard of any refund. Mr. Coffee, tax preparer. Mr. Coffee's he like moonlights as a tax preparer. He's normally a manager at Dunkin' Donuts, but on the side he does tax preparation. If you guys need someone to do your taxes, I highly recommend Mr. Coffee. Political chess. You're a Hungarian fraudster. Welcome to Hungary. You now live in Hungary. Trump is turning the United States into Hungary. Now everyone who's American can know what it's like to live in Hungary for the last 15 years. You're all going to experience it now. There'll be like price controls on grocery items. And no more pride parades. Alright, guys. 8 players. That's it. What would chess be without silly mistakes? Mr. Coffee, we might need you to fill in if I don't get 10 players. Thank God I don't have to play Sack Draw in the first round. I'm not warmed up. Guys, the time control is 7+3. Casual. Not rated. I feel that rated tournaments just increase the temptation for people to cheat. That's why I keep it casual. Less stress. No motivation for people to cheat. Just pure chess for the love of chess here. And of course the huge prizes. But I normally stream with the camera. I'm not doing that sometimes when we do the tournament, so I can focus more on just playing. Not having to look good. 8 players. Come on. Where is everybody? I sent multiple invitations here. I need a larger social media footprint. Just, there's no carryover from my social media to my chess stream. Completely different animals. Alright, we got a new player. Uh-oh, another big one. The what? The power of the new is now, it just keeps going up. Now it's up to 2350. Damn, dude. He's gonna be like the great Lazarus soon. Risen from the dead. 2060 Blitz. 2350 Rapid. Alright. And then we got NetEye making an even 10. Perfect 10. Turning chatter. Guys, new donation goal. Who will be the first to donate? Summer Tournament Fund. Right now, I'm seriously thinking about playing an Open in Romania in August. Summer tournament fund donation bar expires July 31st. And after that, all proceeds will go to playing in the World Senior in Italy, in Gallipoli, in Italy, in October. All right, guys, we're starting. We've got 10 players, 11 players. 11 players at the moment. Someone might get a bye. Here we go. You guys can join until halfway into the tournament. Oh man, I've got Morales in the first round. You gotta be kidding me. Can't believe I got Morales in the first round. Click, don't drag. I've been playing all e4. And I think we need to switch it up a little to keep you guys. I was thinking of going with the Mr. Coffee repertoire today. No. All right. No, but some D4. Yeah, Mr. Coffee, I decided to play some Kali systems last night when I couldn't sleep. I had a really bad night. Couldn't sleep. And then I got bit by mosquitoes. It was a disaster. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, and then you get bit by mosquitoes, and your feet start itching. They bit my feet. Interesting, huh? Oh, yeah. Wow. Near all ace. Now I'm confused. Queen e7. Morales. Don't remember if we had this move order. I don't remember much. I don't remember this similar my game with Fabiano Caruana many years ago. Fabulous Fabiano. There it is. Yeah. Yep. He's done this before. A3. What are you trying to say, man? I think we had the exact same game before. Morales always does the exact same thing. This is just pissing me off, man. I can't believe he's playing the Bogo Indian. First it was the Budapest Gambit, then there was some modern or something. Now it's Bogo. I don't know what he does though if I play knight c3. Does he play the Nimzo? It's weird for me to play d4 because I've been playing exclusively e4 in Blitz and Rapid in the last like 6 months to a year. But I thought I'm getting a little too one-dimensional. You know, it's good. It's not good to play the same thing all the time. You get stale. You stop thinking. You lose touch with the creative part of your mind. Yeah, this looks exactly like the same thing we had before. And I believe I played knight e1. I don't think I really have another option here. Funny move would be rook e1. That would kind of take away my knight's only square. Probably not a good idea. A little too creative. So we had some similar games with Morales. When I play these type of setups with black, I don't normally try to ram the e-pawn through like he always does. I'm not sure that's necessarily Black's best plan. That seems to be his preferred method here. But I think a lot of times players with Black aren't necessarily going to push this pawn. You don't have to push it just because you can. The e-pawn can be kind of overextended. And I think that's a significant factor. Now, having said that, I'm going to run into... I'm probably going to run into issues with my... See, my dark square bishop ended up being problematic. Like a, what do you call it, Roslimo in some previous games with him. Bishop on c3. He can play d5, try to shut it down. I was thinking of maybe taking with a rook on c3. Yeah, here he goes. It's always the same thing. Bishop g5. I'm not going to have a bad bishop. Alright, dude. Wow. Nothing could possibly go wrong here for Black, right? I'm just wondering about one small detail of this position. Happens if I'm playing knight a4. Maybe this isn't good. Damn. Maybe this isn't good. I don't know. There's more questions than answers here. Yeah, wow. He just rapid fire. Here they come. How do you like the C file? Knight c2, b5, chop, 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 chop. Gotta be kidding me. c5. This must be a mistake. I don't know. Looks like a mistake. I think, wow, unexpected move. I absolutely expected him to take the pawn on c5. So I have take in between move. Though I don't know if it's good. Yeah, I guess we don't care about that. I know. He's got like an obsession. Obsessive qualities. Who cares about the dark squares? It's the bad bishop. He's obsessed. You like space. So do I. He's got more time than me. It's unbelievable. With white, he's obsessed with playing e5, and with black, he's obsessed with playing e4. The closed position. I wanted to play my queen up to d2, but I'm afraid he'll play e3, break my pawn structure. Holy random move, Batman. b5 on the queen side. That is truly random. Wow. Does he ever miss a tactic or anything? Not really, huh? He just never misses a tactic. It's incredible. B5. Wow. Where did that even come from? I want to check the game after the game. I mean, check the game after the game. I want to check the analysis of the game after that, if B5 was a good move. Totally unexpected. He's trying to, like, lock the entire board now. Ugh. How can you play like this in a fast game? Why do you want to lock everything? I don't enjoy this position. I'm not enjoying this. This is, like, painful. Keeping my bishop to defend my king, I guess. Weird. Jesus Christ. He's a fearful player. Really is very fearful. He has a lot of fear. H5. You got a notification. MD401 star has followed on Twitch. There we go. Another strong and annoying move. Alright, that dark square bishop was not doing anything anyway. I was wondering if it would ever even have a function in life. What happens if B4? It's a good freaking question. Oh my god. Did you ever compromise? That's why I call him a maniac at times. Morales has this sort of ridiculously all or nothing style, in my opinion. Alright. Now I'm taking that pawn. So that's what you get for your e-pawn. That's right, baby. How do you like your e-pawn now? You like that e-pawn now, don't you? What e-pawn? Exactly. My god, man. Just doesn't stop with the aggression. Constant aggression. Dropped a piece. That was lucky. Yeah, he didn't have to play g5 there. A little panic. Bishop e6. And the game goes on. Another game where I really have no idea what's going on. I have no idea who's better after 25 moves. And then he just crumbled. For no apparent reason. I didn't put any pressure on him, really. I just played. You know, I was just there. And he was crumbling. Alright, let's see what's going on. So, Mr. Slowhand is in. Mr. Slowhand playing... Whoa. It's the power of the noob. Power of the noob has no pawn weaknesses. Wow. Power of the noob, very computer-like position. We don't like Power of the Noob because it's awful material. It's like what I'm trying to say, mysterious materialist. It's mysterious. They don't talk or give us any indication who the heck they are. You know, it's just weird. How are the new? Like, do you communicate at all? Or do you just like want to remain completely anonymous? 42 is here. Moving pieces inside each side of the board would be punished with massive tariffs. Yeah, you play like a fool and maintain 100% accuracy. I didn't crush you. You just like crushed yourself. You jumped off a cliff into my position. I crossed over the board like on your side of the board like with one pawn or something. I didn't even try to attack you or anything. I'm just defending myself. Morales is like Vladimir Putin. Zelensky attacked me. Yeah. Ukraine attacked Russia. You think Ukraine tried to crush Russia? I put my bishop on d6. It crossed into your side of the board, and at one point I played c4 c5 because you like forced. No, how did that happen? You played d5. I was totally just minding my own business on my side of the board, and Morales, you know, jammed his e-pawn down my throat till the point where I had to swallow it. Alright. Troll on a roll. Normally I never get a very good position against his Bogo, and that was no exception. I don't think that white had an advantage. I think the position was just weird and blocked and hard to evaluate. Round 2. Troll on a roll in first place. Sparklehorse second. Power of Newt. Mysterious sack draw. Drown the Clown. Die Cast Illusion. Move 11 is in with a half-point buy. Young Samurai, half-point buy. Morales lost to a cheater. Mr. Slow lost to the mysterious Astrobate Tilted. Ned-Eye from Venezuela. No. Lithuania. And Victory Sword lost. Victory Sword lost. Wow, major upset. Minor upset. Troll in a roll. Wins against Victory Sword. And it's not even chess 960. Pretty sure I made a perfect game. Pretty sure I made a lot of debatable decisions. And I don't even know who was better after 25 moves. And you were playing faster than me. But then you collapsed. I didn't really do anything. Alright. I just won your e-pawn, and then you hung a piece. It's really not that complicated. I didn't force you to shove the e-pawn down my throat. You've done that successfully against me a number of times. Okay. Drowning Clowns. Yeah, we gotta not be predictable against this dude. Because he's like preparing for my specific openings. If you play, you know, the same thing, the dude's gonna like prepare for it. Oh no, I hung a pawn. Die cast. Did Sack Draw make any disclaimers before the tournament started today? This is the perfect setup. Maybe I played it once. Sack Draw is the first one to donate to the new donation bar. Sack Draw has tipped 619. Do we have any disclaimers you'd like to announce while the tournament's still in early stages? Sack Draw. H4. H4, H5. What you want to do is beat the Drowned Clown strategically. Last game against him was Sunday, and I hung a queen. I attacked his queen, and he ignored it and attacked my queen with check. He was threatening my queen to capture it with check, and I just completely came to the board, didn't even notice. Made another move, dropped my queen. The perils of playing a 25 board simul. Sometimes I'm not careful enough. All right. Yeah, we're back to 1995 now. That's dangerous because it could be within Drown the Clown's knowledge base. He doesn't know any chess like post 2000. But if whatever you're playing was invented pre 2000, there's a chance he might know about it. Yeah, this is not a good line for white. How bad it is, I'm not sure. No one ever really does this. But we definitely looked at it with Roman. Like I'm talking about 1995. 95, 96. Beefeater variation. But I don't know, Morales, you're very into shoving that e-pawn down the board, and as I said in the first place, I don't know that that's necessarily the best way, to handle that. I mean, there's no obligation for white to push to e4 in those Bogosians just because you can. Maybe you shouldn't. Bishop b2. So now, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And queen h6 looks reasonable. Queen h4. What are you threatening? Are you threatening me? You're not threatening me. Okay, queen h4 attacks c4, but it will lose a tempo. It's kind of a really strange move, actually. I should probably put my queen somewhere other than the long diagonal. So, queen h2 also seems like a waste of time. Do you know where your children are? Have you counted your pawns lately? Closed position, knights are better than bishops in many cases. Admittedly, his dark square bishop looks nice. It has a long diagonal. So you don't want to trade queens. I see. Alright. Knight d7. Knight b6. Knight d7, knight f6. White square bishop is white's white square bishop. Actually, both white square bishops are pretty bad. It's a world of bad light square bishops out there. Although mine has some potential on the queen side, like a4 or bishop a6, bishop d7, bishop a4. My queen is funny on h6. Sort of like, what is it doing there? Alright, wow, what a sneaky move. Knight e2. If I go to b6, okay, the plan was to go. I also have to watch knight b5 here. If knight c3, so Knight e5. Bishop takes e5, pawn e5, d6, g5. If knight e5, knight f4, knight e5, f4. I'm just wondering about this. It's raining again. So I figure if he decides to play bishop takes e5, I play g5. And now he wants to go to b5. I don't particularly care too much about that. And I have no bad pieces. Interesting move. So now knight b5. I still don't think that knight b5 is really serious. I'm not going to play a6 and weaken my queen side. I could just play king f7. My knights are great again. You should castle queenside. That would probably be like one of the first modern beefeater variations I've ever seen anyone castle queenside with white. Modern beefeater. Welcome, guys. Thanks for the donation. Okay, f3. He's trying to mitigate the e4 square, but there are tactical problems here. He's overlooked the very deep knight takes c4, which looks, frankly, very strong. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Saw that. Sees everything. Pick, pick, pick. You guys remember that? Purdue chicken? There was that advertising campaign where they were like, pick, pick, pick. Pick, 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 pick. I'm just picking off pawns. Purdue chicken. Frank Purdue. Move 11 would remember. If you make a move, I will make a move. You've been warned. Fuck. Seconds too late for the second round. That's appropriate, isn't it? Seconds. It's a conspiracy. Of course it's a conspiracy. You were seconds late to the second round. You think you'd be seconds late to the first round? Seconds late to the third round? Oh no, it's raining again. It's always raining here. They're raining on the wonderful city of Budapest. Alright. I'll have time to close the windows. So do I castle queenside or put my king on f7? I think it's a crapshoot, to be honest with you. Wow, for a second I thought he had rook. He thinks he has rook a4. Good luck with the rook a4, bro. Yeah. Oh no, rook a4 traps my queen. How about the H file? You liking the H file? I like me some H file. Oh, look at that. His bishop on b2 controls the long diagonal. Now my queen is trapped. f4. Nah. No easy way to finish him off, I'm afraid. It wouldn't be fun if it was easy. There is always g5. g5, e4. g5, f4. You guys hear that? That's the sound of the police. It's the Dutch. Oh no. Oh no. White square. I have bishop b5. But I was thinking g4. Oh no. The bishop on b2, it's so scary. It's scary. More action. Action. Action is seriously overrated. This does not look good for our hero, Drown the Clown. I'd like to introduce you to, yeah, alright, back tournament. 2 ongoing games. Troll in a Roll is rolling again against Move 11. Guys, I gotta close the windows here because it is raining. And I will be right back. You can't see me anyway. We're back as Move 11's clock ticks down against the troll. Move 11, equal material. Pawn is blockaded. He has better time use than troll. If you forfeit a game, I think you're not paired for the next round. Automatically. Sec draw. My god. Grandmaster Troll. 1666. That's a scary pass pawn. Draw? Or for a draw. White is down a pawn though. Actually, I lied. 5 pawns each. god. Bro. Come on. Oh my god. Queen c6. Black had king g8 there. It's kind of a disaster. Move 11. Outplayed by the genius that is Troll on a Roll. I think after king g8, white's out of luck. King g8, queen d5 check. Move 11, come on, you got to get your king in the center. It's active the king, active the king. Activate the king in the queen and pawn in game. That was easy. Move 11's problem is that he doesn't play enough. He was hesitant there. Oh, young samurai Morales. Morales in time pressure. Whoa. What is this position? Black's king is on h3. What's this? Morales is white, and he's like up a zillion pieces. Okay. Yeah, so black just doesn't resign. Oh well. Guys, it's increment. Young samurai, you can resign if your opponent is not berserking. There's a 3-second increment. Alright, good. Now, if your opponent is berserking, they don't have an increment, then by all means, you know, if they have 18 seconds left, don't resign. Okay, back to the tournament now. That is in the books, so 2 minutes between rounds. Diecast, I don't know. Diecast illusion. They got a bye in the first round. That was an unfortunate situation, Sextech draw. Diecast illusion got a bye in round 1 and then wasn't here and forfeited game 2. Kind of a freakish situation. Unfortunately, like, who knows if they're here or not, because the first round they didn't play anyway. So Sextech draw gets a free pass. No? Yeah. Free pass. Troll on a Roll is 2-0. The noob left. Power of noob left. Very strange. Drown the Clown lost to me. Morales is 1-1. Mr. Sloan is 1-1. Coming back with a win. Nefedov's in. Okay, guys. Thank you for the subscription from Nicholas Marazov on YouTube. Got a follow from MG20401. And Sextech Draw, 25 minutes ago, started our donation bar with $6.19. Makes you think his birthday must be like June 19th or something. Alright. We've got next round in 17 seconds. Guess I should get my glasses so I can actually read the stream comments. Maybe that'll help. There's our new emote, by the way. No. Respectfully, no. Respectfully, Troll on a Roll. Alright, guys. Please donate $1 million. And Troll. Berserking, not an option. I should play D4. Spilled my coffee on myself. I'm such a noob. Who was it? Apron Chess complained. They complained that the arena is more action. Yeah, dude. So is, like, you know, UFC. That doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, participate in UFC every week. It's painful, I know. It must be painful to play, like, 7-minute chess for people. God, imagine concentrating for 15 minutes in one game. This is unbelievable. It's unheard of. To actually have to concentrate for 15 minutes on one game? Can you guys believe it? Wow. Hey, how about that the World Women's Championship? landslide. I don't really understand how. Well, I guess Fischer destroyed his opposition, but not like that. Not in a world championship. Kind of wonder, how does someone slaughter the other player that bad 4 games in a row? It's kind of like the Palmiachi when he started to melt down. Yeah, I guess you just kind of give up hope at some point and get broken psychologically. I wasn't following the Women's World Championship, but I just noticed the score is kind of humiliating. Alright. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, Troll with a theoretical G6. Many people believe that to be the best move for black against the Rossalimo. Troll is a troll. And his real strength is unclear. As you can tell by his ratings. Troll, your rating's messed up. You've got 1889, haha. In classical, he's 1889. He's supposed to be 1888. And also your crazy house rating is messed up. 1599. That's not right. What kind of rating is that? I would probably get addicted to playing Crazy House. Reason why I don't play it. Okay, so this is not a usual move here. Do I want to play d4 just because I can? I mean, even e5 is a serious and viable. A viable opportunity. e5, bishop g4. I mean, the problem with e5, it's just not constructive. I've got one monitor that's far away and one that's close, and I keep trying to like go from one to the other, and my eyes are just like, you gotta be kidding me. I need bifocals. It's a Roy Lopez. But I don't think this is the right way to play with black. Your d6. Instead of d6, you have to play knight f6. Or knight h6, maybe. Best to just develop the knight. And the third possibility, after rook e1, well, actually, the main line is probably e5. But knight f6 is a serious move too. Alright, anyway. It is late. Now, this is deep, man. This is deep. Take. Take bishop g4. Dvoretsky style. E takes d, opening up the bad bishop on g7. Then you play bishop g4 to win control of the d4 square. Perhaps. I don't know. Actually, if e takes d, I could possibly not recapture. But this isn't really a gambit type position. It's not like I'm playing the Danish gambit and my bishop is on. That's a horrible looking move. Queen b6. That's a truly horrible move. Damn, troll. That, my friend, is a truly horrible move. So, you're already not getting your king out of the center. And now you're going to develop your queen to an exposed position. It looks a lot like 6 cans of Stella. Mmm. That sounds like Saturday night. That's delicious. Yeah, I've been definitely going with the Stella. Among other things. Stella is good. I'm a convert. You know, although objectively, drinking beer from cans is really not optimal. Cans do not improve the taste of beer. Bottles would be better. No, I mean, me too. Cans are convenient. Cans are a convenient way to drink beer. Not necessarily doing any favors for the flavor of said beer. Um, this may not be that bad for black. Let's see what he's going to do. Options. Not a lot. Not many. You definitely got to pour it into a glass no matter what. But I hate drinking beer just straight from the can. I mean, I'll do it if there's no other option, obviously, but the question is, like, you know, if you take beer from a bottle, beer from a can, don't think the taste is quite as good with the canned beer. What's that? We got a notification. You guys hear that? Astrobate, wow. Astrobate tip 1504. Summer tournament fundraiser. We're up to 21-23. Guys, at the moment, man, Troll is committing suicide. At the moment, we're looking at playing in Transylvania in August. Very likely. Chixorada. They have their own beer there. Interestingly enough. Cheeky Shore. Alright. Troll and Roll has had enough. That was a quick one. The Open Rosalimo. Alright, what do we got here? Move 11. No. It's Drown the Clown. Sorry, why did I say move 11? Sack draw against Drown the Clown. Sack Clown. Oh my god, not another Tarash. Every time these two play, it's some kind of Tarash. No, this was a Caro-Kann. Oh no. Drown the Clown playing the Caro-Kann. Where's your time, bro? Where'd Black's time go? C5, C4. That's a move you don't see very often. I kind of like attribute it to being like it's an Albin counter gambit. This looks like White is playing the Albin counter gambit, like an extra move or something. You gotta kind of like it. I know that C4 is a move, but it's not trendy. White's pieces are a bit more active, but Black has achieved a totally symmetrical structure. Drown the Clown gotta be happy with that. He loves to suck the life out of a good position. Marianne. D's Tricks, welcome. Oh, you missed your games. Well, you got a buy in round one. No one knew you weren't here, and then you forfeited the second game. So this is only surprising in that Saxon Draw has so much more time than the other player. Although, I consider them to be probably close in strength. I guess Saxon Draw is a bit faster, a bit higher rated, a bit more dynamic, a bit the favorite. He bit his dog. Bishop takes g7, bishop takes h2 check, and white has slightly better structure. I don't think that's necessarily the best, but it's an option. White has a little edge after bishop g7. If nothing else, I mean, yeah. Bishop c5, bishop d4 doesn't work, so black has to take the pawn here. King g3, slightly weird move, but it takes away knight f4. It's very creative. It also gives white the ability to attack down the h file. Now he kind of hesitated. King f2, a quick move, but not clear what he's doing. He's guarding the back rank. Maybe he wanted to move his rook, but didn't want to allow rook e1. Though honestly, I don't know what black could do with rook e1. He practically can't even do anything. Even if black could put his rook on e1, he wouldn't be able to attack anything. This is a really strange move by white. Allowing, well, he's just dropping a pawn. I mean, he probably, just didn't see that. But, I mean, I guess I understand. White's playing as if it's berserking, I think. He's acting like he berserked in an arena, and he's trying to flag around the clown, but there's no arena, and you're not in trouble here with black. He just threw away most of his advantage by playing that. And Dranicon could have taken the pawn, incidentally, and didn't take it. Because he had rook e7, so white would have just lost his e-pawn and been fighting for a draw, objectively. Saxon Draw just shamelessly playing for time. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. But once again, it's really... I'll just put it this way. Black should not lose this with an increment, And Saxon Draw continues to play as if it's like an increment blitz thing. I mean, black's play with the rook on a7, I don't know how to describe it. Pretty horrific decision by black. I don't know why black's rook is on a7. I don't know how it got there or why it's there. I'm going to assume that Saxon Draw must play a lot of fast chess. Then again, so does John the Clown. My guess is that, well, draw by threefold, oops. I don't think that white intended that. John the Clown very happy right now. As white blunders into a threefold repetition. Oh, we have a new player. Nudity, nice name. Alright, no nudity in the stream now. No nudity in the team. Nudist chess team. Move 11 up a full piece against 42. Oh, wait. White has to watch out for stalemate. Watch out for stalemate. The next step might be stalemate. Tariffs are in place against 42 here. So I'm in I'm in first place with 3. Yeah. Saxon Draw with 2.5. Mr. Slow with 2. Mr. Slow beat... Oh, Mr. Slow got a forfeit. Guys, Net-Eye, bro. Net I forfeited now. You guys, you can't just leave. You have to withdraw from the tournament. Oh, it's so frustrating. Trolling a roll with 2. Amazingly. Drown the Clown, just 1.5. Morales with 1.5. Stephargan is here, late, 1.5. Young Samurai with 1.5. Power of Noob is gone. Diecast Illusion, don't know if he's going to play. We've got this game still going on. Move 11 is really taking his time about finishing this off. Okay, I get it. It's hard to actually make progress without doing anything like committal here. Move 11 is doing the proverbial sort of farting around. This should be a very easy win. I don't understand what he's doing. It's like he can't find the winning plan, but it's extremely sort of obvious what you have to do here. Now, this is one way to do it. I thought he was going to go to the H file with his rook, but now he's finally getting the idea. You have to penetrate, and you're going to have to put pressure on the A pawn in order to win here. Rook c4 is a very strange move. And like a weird way of trying to make progress. This might come down to Zugzwang. Now I could see a freakish draw happening here. Is this even a win for white? Please, God, don't let him lose on time. Yeah, you want to put your bishop on an ideal square. Watch out! 42 is playing for the win. This is going to be a little hard to watch. Wow. Maybe move 11 is really going to Zugzwang him here. I don't know. Oh man, this is harsh. Move 11 is constantly really low on time. Doesn't look like we have a Zugzwang. Move 11 is getting like swindled again. Is there still a chance he could win? No. Master Swindler. 42 didn't play e4. Oh my god. Oh my god. He didn't play e4. I'm not sure if we can make progress like this. Oh no. Stalemate. It's hard to watch. Maybe we still have chances to win. I don't see it. This game, very interesting idea here by move 11. He's Zugzwanged forced him to move his pawn. That was cool. Now maybe he is winning. Boy, I'm still not sure. Oh boy, oh boy. Move 11 must be playing with like, I don't know, a Pong console or something. He's awful slow if this is a mouse or his phone. I think he's attached himself to some kind of Neuralink. And, they're they're entering the moves, directly from his brain. And the Neuralink chip. Move 95. Now, is this still even a win? I have a bad feeling about this. I think I see it. No, I don't see it. How can we not have it be stalemate? Come on, man. We want action. Blood. I want to see blood splattered on the board. Oh, no. 42 not even thinking anymore. He stopped thinking a long time ago. He stopped thinking very long ago, man. Feel the progress. 42 could have forced a draw by trading pawns like 3 times. But he was just in auto mode. Why trade pawns when you might win on time? Alright, guys. Horrible. Terrible. Delicious. Alright, back to tournament. No refund for you for that game. You're going to get a rating point refund. Final position was winning. I didn't see it. His king always has h8, and if it's on h8, where can you put your bishop that it's not a stalemate and he has to play like g6? If it is winning, I didn't see it. But yeah, or move 11 is really getting time pressurized. It's a good position every game. King on f8 instead of king on f8, bishop on g6. Has to push g-pawn. A little hard for him to push his g-pawn with your bishop on g6 though. Well, bishop on g8. Yeah, but why is that? Oh no, because he has an f-pawn. Oh my god. I forgot he had an f-pawn. Yeah, that's his problem. Oh no, so he goes g5. You can force him to play g6 or g5. You take it and he has f5, of course. Oh man. Sac draw. He doesn't normally play e4, right? I'm not going to mess around with any Kraken. Play the O'Kelly. Why am I playing this? I meant to play something real. Shit. Okay, whatever. I'll play like Khan. Con! I don't understand. I thought Saxac Draw was playing like knight f3. He seems to play everything. That's impressive. This guy literally plays everything. He plays knight f3, d4, e4. It's like me. Yeah, move 11. That's funny. I saw that too, but I convinced myself that I convinced myself that it didn't work as well because I forgot that when he does g5, when you take, he has a move that his f pawn could move. That's really funny. In my mind, like the f pawn didn't exist. I don't know if you had the same hallucination as me, because I envisioned that sort of Zugzwang. Okay, now bishop d3. It seems like a normal move. We're gonna need, I don't know, we're gonna need to contact Mr. Coffee or something. What are we transposing to here? What's up with my queen side? Norman's Mises. Edmund Scientific. So I don't normally play the con. I think I played it once in a tournament game. Oof, f4. That looks like it's probably reasonable. Check. I heard a funny joke the other day. If you really want to diss someone, you'd be like, I subscribe to your mom's OnlyFans. Alright. Check. Bishop d6. I don't know where to put the emphasis on it. Is it OnlyFans or OnlyFans? Emphasis on the fans. You're calling me by my title? Hello, I am. Hello. Untitled person. Just call me sire. Right. You found that? Oh my god, you found that move. So now what do I do? I wanted to play like h6, but it feels passive. Should I allow bishop g5? And if so, do I even care? This is a weird position. My original plan was to play h6, and then I decided it was too slow. b5 is kind of a weird move, though. After queen f3, though, maybe I go back to that plan. h6. He wants to play queen g3. Oh, whatever. I'm not afraid of this. So if queen g3, king e7, whoa, that's not what I expected. b4. That is not what I expected. What the hell is going on? We have no idea what's going on. Ah, I see. No, no. Not today. I don't know. Sexetra is really an interesting player. Now, move 11-8? What does that mean? What did you 8? No, no. No, no. Damn, he snuck the check on me. I missed that. The subtle point of bishop c2. That shit is unbelievable. Totally fearless. Am I lost yet? Wow. Queen f3? That was unexpected. I could have just played a simple move there. What is this guy's deal, man? Wow. Suddenly white started to go into hesitant mode. He had his chances. He had very, very big chances. I was just hanging on by a thread there. Thread Flintstone, they call me. Now I really I was really hoping to a rook on e8, but that's not working out quite the way I had planned. Damn. Snap-o-matic. Whoa. Scary game, bro. Rook e4. Queen b8 check. Rook e4, queen takes. That's crazy. This is a weird move by me. I was a little concerned about the endgame. You know, after chop, 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 chop. Now I like it better. Though I'm probably getting mated or something. And this is the point. What? Well, that's weird. This guy is freaking scary, man. Gonna calculate this all. He's faster than me. Better than me. Younger than me. Stronger. Add me in your team. What? What'd you say to me? Okay, pawn takes pawn. King e3, push. d2, king e2. Extremely strange. Yeah, I'll add you to the team while I'm playing this game, this like critical game where I have no time left. Just a second. So he sort of panicked there? Just a moment. One momentito. Does that matter? It's the right color rook pawns. I didn't even like bother to check it. Tito Pepe. Yeah, I don't know about this endgame, man. I might have even been losing. For all I know, it's completely unclear. He played a little bit too fast. It feels like in the critical moment when he should have taken time. I mean, he has over a minute. You know this is not a bullet tournament, right? All right. I think it's too late to join, though, for the new members. What the hell? My teams. There it is. Tournament live. Whew, bro, I don't know. I mean, Troll and a Roll is at it again. Mr. Slowhand this time. Troll's 2 solid pawns down. Mr. Slow played Bishop C8. What? Why is Mr. Slow freaking out? That's uncharacteristic. Mr. Slow, you have an increment, man. You're like the best increment player here. That's very strange and absolutely uncharacteristic for Mr. Slow. He hung a piece against Troll with 3-second increment. Doesn't even make any sense. Damn, I thought that was mate. Oh, shit. I did not understand this position. What the hell happened? F5 check, then he takes F5. And Mr. Slow didn't recapture? No, he did. It's happening so fast. It's a new Troll. Troll played... Oh, no. It's that old H-pawn again. Damn, Mr. Slow. I don't know about that. That was pretty weird. Mr. Slow just dropping a piece for no reason. 2 different ways. He had 2 different ways. He hung the same piece 2 different ways. There was knight e7 check and rook d8 check. And Mr. Slow is honestly a really good player with increment. With 3-second increments. It's surprising to see him blunder like that, you know, playing for time. People get confused. I think they like forget whether they're playing, you know, increment, no increment, whether they're playing arena or normal. Because I think that Mr. Slow normally would handle that really well. Here's Staffvargan against Morales. I should say Morales Staffvargan. Pawn down. Pawn down. All the pawns on the same side. That's pretty tough. I don't know about that black king over there on the queen side. Then again, well, white's going to need to do something active. I like his drawing chances here. With f5. He has f5 ideas, exactly. Maybe f5 here is the key to drawing. He could have gone f5. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. But Staffvargan's technique is kind of scary. Okay. You might have missed your chance to go for f5 there. Staffvargan's coming from behind with that. That king is just deadly, dude. He's going to pick off that pawn. Poor Morales can't. Yeah, he can't attack the pawn. I think he could have gone knight f5. If you go back here, when you go knight d4, we need to break here with f5. This may be your only chance. The question is, if you play f5 here, f5, g takes f5, knight takes f5, pawn takes f5, king takes f5, and you're still lost. Shit. Wow. So even that wasn't enough to draw. Minus 38. Yeah, okay. He's down too much. All right. Can't sack the knight there for 2 pawns. You're already down a pawn. There's still a game going on? No. All right, guys. 1 minute. Yeah, Morales, it's not so easy. But if you don't let him... If you don't let him come in behind with his king, that's not so easy for him to do that. You know, he shouldn't be able to force his king in behind like that. But I'm not sure. You could be in Zugzwang. Stadtwagen has all his pawns in the right color. His bishop's good. But I still don't think it should be that easy for black. And all the pawns being on one side should be good chances for a draw with knight against bishop. The danger is usually when they're up a pawn and it's on the other side. I was really kind of lucky there. I have no idea what was going on in my endgame. But in the critical moment, sack draw just kind of played fast. You know, like rolling the dice without calculating. I wasn't sure if I was win, lose, or draw. Honestly. It's not the first game today I've had where I really, against Morales too, I didn't know if I was better or worse. Mr. Slow? Mr. Slow? Just say no. Mr. Slow's so prepared. I've been playing D4 never. Oh no, I guess in Simul's I'm playing D4 a lot. Yeah, stupid decision. Okay. Anyway, we're going to have to play something different. I can't deal with another King's Indian. Rapport Jabava attack. No. So what do we do? If we're not going to play the Rapport Jabava attack, what are we going to do? We can always play Bishop G5. It's a Veresov. The only problem with the Veresov is that it sucks. But anything to get Mr. Slow out of book. I mean, I'm sure he knows something about how to play the black side of the Veresov. But he certainly didn't expect me to play the Veresov. Neither did I. It was a bad decision to play D4. It was a bad decision to play the Veresov. But I don't have anything good against the King's Indian anyway. I shouldn't have played D4 against Mr. Slow. Until I have like a decent system versus the King's Indian worked out. Or I should go back to something. I mean, I don't know. The King's Indian's tough. I don't know why he doesn't have a worked out system here. I play C5 with black. That transposes to a Trompowsky. Uh-oh. Oh, this is cool. We transpose to a French. That's fine. I'm happy for that. That's better than the freaking Veresov. The McCutcheon, I don't know. That's a problem. I don't know how much Mr. Slow knows, though. I think somewhere I saw McCutcheon recently. H6, you know, traditionally white plays Bishop D2. But, why am I like thinking like Bishop C1 is a move here? Is that weird? Is that weird to think that? Bishop c1 is a move here? Bishop c1, knight e4. What's the point? Yeah, that's a move, right? You play bishop c1 so he can't take your freaking bishop on d2. This is some kind of modern line. Because the main line in the McCutcheon is like knight e4. They grab your bishop on d2. Guess what? You can't grab the bishop if it's not on d2. Once I had a game where I played bishop e3, which is really, it just really sucks. Yeah, Mr. Slow. What are you doing? What's that about? Now it looks like a bad winnower or something for black. What are you doing? What's he doing? Can't do that. That's illegal. I have so many moves there. Queen g4. Just knight f3. Now a3 or knight f3. a3 seems kind of dumb. Just not developing, you know? I like developing pieces better than making random pawn moves. So this is like a classical, it's a classical winnower McCutcheon. It's like a hybrid of all the different variations of the French at the same time. Kind of running out of moves now. In my classical, I guess I can play bishop d2. Actually, bishop d2, pawn takes pawn, knight b5. I'm gonna wait on that. Morales was a pawn up in that endgame. Safarkin's good. Tough player. Good to have him back. Another good player in the tournaments on Tuesdays. Because we had been running some weak tournaments for a while. Aldisto's not been playing. Spielberg has not been playing. Schieber Spielberg. So now I was thinking maybe bishop d2. Steven Spielberg. What do I do with bishop d2? Can I do that? The engine link doesn't want me to do it. It doesn't like it. b4 takes, knight b5. Oh shit. b4 takes, knight b5. Takes, check, bishop d2. I don't know. It's a classical McCutcheon winnower. Schlickelgruber has not been playing. I guess he's busy with education or something. And I wasn't paying him enough. Probably. Everybody wants money or something. I'm against oligarchy. I'm with Neil Young. At this point, like, America is becoming like Hungary. Might as well just all move to Russia. There's probably more democracy there. 20 years there'll be more democracy in America than in Russia than America. No. I'm going off the political deep end now. Just randomly bringing up politics for no reason. Spielgruber is not here. There was no... Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Free speech? What the fuck is that? Protest? Dissent? What's amazing is how people can be cowed into total obedience. I mean, at least Putin is like kind of a tough guy, but Trump is like a total idiot. How could anyone respect that guy? He's just such a loser. In every way imaginable. All right. Now, we have a monster attack here. This looks like the ultimate, really the ultimate French for white. I think I know what's going to happen here. Acerbate would play bishop b8. Acerbate is down with bishop b8. Mr. Slow is a little more circumspect about his bishop d8s, I think. Now I can take with a rook. Is there any reason not to take with the rook? To give him another chance to play knight b8? Why do I want to do that? I might as well take his bishop. Pawn's not going anywhere anyway. We might as well just kill him. Kill him now. So I have f5. That doesn't necessarily kill him, though. Killing in the name of... Tom Morello is like fighting for democracy. The lead singer of Rage Against the Machine. I mean, you've got rockers like that and Neil Young, and it's so funny. We'll see. All right. A lot of famous musicians. So f5, a little surprised Mr. Slow castled into this. That seems kind of insane. You know, I was a little afraid he was going to play g6 and just try to lock the king side. I think castling is pretty optimistic. Now he's going to have to defend very, yeah. I think he has to take on f5. There's no question. And I don't want to trade light square bishops. But one thing I was thinking was, you know, I could just simply win here with a sack on h6. I mean, it's just lights out, you know. Like, how does he defend against this? I don't really understand. I'm going to just sack my bishop on h6. So, aha. Oh, no. Counter-sacrifice. He's counter-sacrificing. Good for you. And then you trade off my knight. So, bishop takes h6. Uh-huh. Bishop h6, knight f3, rook takes f3. This has got to be over, dude. Probably, I'm being a little optimistic. A little reckless. A lot reckless. This was a bit much. A little too much. I don't need to do that. I am surprised by this move. I am surprised by that move. Trading on d3. Because obviously... Okay, he has 3 pawns. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You had a lot of pawns. What's up with all those pawns? It's going to be a move 11... Another move 11 endgame. Man, I didn't realize you had so many freaking pawns, man. 7 pawns? What's there to think about here? You have to trade queens. You didn't trade queens, Mr. Slow. What are you doing? You could have traded queens. Now he's trading queens. Uh-huh. I don't think so. No, you're not trading queens. Not anymore, you're not. You had your chance to trade queens, and you didn't take it. You should have traded queens, absolutely. Paint by numbers. Oh, no. See, Mr. Slow has a distinct disadvantage because he works every day. And working is very bad for your chess game. It totally messes with your chess game. That work thing. The work thing is just brutal. Not easy to play chess and work. I'm luckily I don't work, so yeah, working every other day, that's the maximum. Gotta make sure you sleep enough so your mind can cleanse itself. Pretty good game, although Mr. Slow got back in it, it looks like. He got back in it at a couple of points. My queen c1, not surprisingly, was an inaccuracy. But even before that, my f5 was wrong. Wow. So the game is close. This game is worth taking a deeper look at later. All right. Although I suspect Black's opening was dubious. Maybe mine was as well. Nefyedov in second place? What? What? With 3 points? Mr. Slow? Stapfargen's still playing. Okay, Stapfargen, Drown the Clown, Sackside Draw, Morales. There's a whole bunch of people that could still improve their scores here. Sackside Draw with the time again. Stonewall player with 2 knights on the board. This doesn't look good for white. But it's just 1 pawn down. Maybe it's not so bad. Does this look like a Stonewall? Not really. Dude, what's happening? 2 connected past pawns? That's fatal. Stapfargen just lost completely. Now, barring a miracle here, bishop f5, rook f5, e6 check takes. That might actually have been a chance. I don't know. Oof. This is ugly. It's really ugly. Although white's threatening knight takes h4. His passed pawn should be winning. This is one way to do it. Uh-oh. Oh no. I don't know about this. Rook f3's hanging, but then we get behind the pawn. What's happening here? Ah, yeah, rook takes pawn there. Oh no. d5 is pretty strong. Stapfargen. You gotta admit Stapfargen's pretty tough when he's like defending lost positions. This looks like a little too much to ask. That was a nice move, rook check. and black is winning. The two connectors win. Definitely. Here you could play like king takes. Exactly. And he has rook e4. Still, black can resist. White can resist. Maybe rook g5 a little. You know, objectively, probably rook e4 isn't even the right move. Black's winning anyway. He should probably just give up the h3 pawn and go with his pawns. Hanging on to the h3 pawn, the h4 pawn doesn't matter. You know, black should just set up the two to go down. All right, so 2 rounds left. I changed it to 7 rounds in the beginning before the tournament started. Just those of you who saw 6 rounds before, it was changed 7 rounds before the tournament started. It is 7 rounds. There are 2 rounds remaining if we have enough players. 20 players. As I said, I predicted between 10 and 20 players. Sack Draw has 3.5. I already played him. Clown has 3 points. I already played him. Uh-oh. Nefedov has 3 points. Uh-oh. Mr. Slow has 3 points. I already played him. Morales has 2.5. I already played him. So I have good tie breaks. I have awesome tie breaks. I played all the top players, literally. Asterbait? Asterbait got a bye. Asterbait, come on. You got to get on the leaderboard. I want to see a win from Asterbait in these last 2 rounds. Come on, dude. Congratulations on winning the tournament. That's a little early. Oh, you mean I win? Oh, because... No, you can win. You can still win. If I lose 2 and you win 2, it's the only way I cannot win the tournament. There is one way. Saxetra goes 2-0 and I go 0-2. All I need is a draw to win the tournament. Nefedov always up for a draw. Brown beer, exactly. Nefedov. Oof. What do we want to do with Nefedov? He's good against Alyakhin. E4, E5. What about the Berlin defense? I think Berlin is perfect. We avoid the exchange variation. Of the Roy Lopez. We avoid the Petrov, Queen E2. And it's solid. And all we need is a draw. So Bishop E5, Knight F6. I forget what Nefedov does. He probably plays the main line. Castles. I don't remember what happened. Whether we had... Why is he thinking here? This is weird. Maybe he was expecting me to play... Maybe he's chatting. He's probably typing in chat. Maybe he was expecting me to play the Petrov. So, Knight E4. And then main line. I remember when Sweeten played B takes, pawn takes E5, Knight B7 in Hastings when I was there. I was shocked. That's like Lasker's, I guess they call it Lasker's variation or something. It's a very weird line. Black plays BC and then puts the knight on B7 to go to C5. Probably this is not the situation to experiment with that. But Nefedov, no doubt, you know, must know some theory here. I think it's very hard to play the white side. Much harder than with black. So b3 immediately. I thought like black was supposed to do a5 or something. Isn't it a5? I just remember Alex Scherzer playing this in the 90s. Miles and Alex Scherzer, before it became popular. Knight c3. Now what? I guess bishop e6. Is that like a mistake or something? I just, I know like a5, a4 is often useful for black. There's also h6, right? I'm supposed to play h6 in a lot of cases. Hey, who played this recently against me? Shockey? Wasn't it you? h6, g4, knight e7. The threat of a4 kind of keeps the white knight sort of tied down to performing that job of preventing the pawn from moving forward. I was drinking beer in Hastings. Oh yeah. That was the best thing about the tournaments when it was on the pier. The pub next door to the playing hall. I talked about playing and like playing Luke McShane when he was like a little kid and he had to like sit on like a phone book or something to like be high enough up to the table. I'm drinking like a pint while I'm playing Luke McShane. He was like 12. We played twice. That was odd. I got paired with him twice in the same tournament with the same color. Like 2 years in a row or something. And he swindled draws from me twice. A4, okay. Yeah, I love drinking beer during the game. It's an awesome thing. So what's up with bishop b4? I threatened to take. I tried to get d5. What about my freaking king? I need to get my king up. g4. Dude, I've got to be careful about g4. I'll get my pieces like trapped or something. You can't have like two pieces on e7 at the same time, right? That could lead to complications. I can't have my knight on e7 and my bishop on e7 at the same time. That's illegal. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't even know if the Hastings Pier still exists. But it wasn't as fun anymore after they moved it off the pier. Freezing your ass off while playing chess is always fun, but at least the beer made up for it. So if b6, g4, knight e7, c3, I get my pieces trapped. I think that's bad. So maybe I have a problem. There's always... What is there? It's not so simple. b6, g4, knight e7, c3, I bishop takes g4. Should be okay. He has to have h3 for that to work. The g4 is not protected. Yeah, I should really play this more because I think like I excel in queenless endgames or queenless middle games. This is my kind of position. That's normally where I blunder against Sefidov. I'm like talking, oh yeah, this is my kind of position. So he did g4 anyway. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Enjoy your f4 square. Nefidov. Okay. We're probably like still in some kind of book. Let's see. Bishop d5. Not good. I need that piece to blockade. Alright, we're gonna need to do something here. h5 is possible. Now hold on a second with this h5. h5 looks like a fucking serious move. h5, c3. Oh, my bishop's trapped. Well, even in emergency, I could play bishop c5. I mean... So what's happening? Knight g5 takes. Knight e6, pawn e6. We've like transposed to Magnus Carlsen. Some Magnus Carlsen game from like 2009 or something. I wouldn't even know, you know. We have no clue. This is probably played in some serious game somewhere. No, but seriously, he went with the other knight. But isn't that a problem? Why that knight? Shouldn't you attack me with the F knight? Now your knight on F3 is attacked. That doesn't seem right. I think we caught Nefidov in a line where he doesn't have the practice. Still, maybe this is okay. Let's see. Pawn takes f3. Where is he going? I don't know, but it's a good fucking question. So he's going back. I like my position here. Should I not like my position for some reason? Oh, f7. Darn, that's annoying. That's fine, though. I'm just going to checkmate you if you take that. Oops. Oops. Did not mean to click my rook. No, I do not care about that. You can have f7. Knight g6. Or knight f5. Pick a square. Damn. Oof. This is going to get sharp. Nefidov is violent. He's violent. You're not going to try to take that pawn on f7. You better not even think about it. Yeah, that's good luck with that, man. Knight f7, rook h3, rook d8, check, king b7, trade, trade. Your e-pawn is blockaded and your king is in a bad place. You can do that. Go ahead. Good luck with knight takes f7. No, I think he needs to make a sensible move here. He might have one. But I have some interesting moves too. Rook d3, rook h5. Rook d3, rook h5, bishop c1, bishop e7. So, okay, king h2. It's quite a development. Alright, I'm going to do something crazy. That's really crazy. That's fully crazy what I just did there. Fully crazy. The full crazy. Oh my god, he's not even afraid. Check. Takes, takes. He's not even afraid. What could possibly go wrong here? Has anyone counted the material lately? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, bishop d6 check doesn't work. So I have to play rook f8. Or something like that. How about rook e8? Rook e8? Or rook f8? Yeah, maybe rook f8 first. There's the tempo. He's hanging on, man. It's really annoying. Five pawns each. You went back to b2? No way. What? Isn't he, like, in trouble now? He had to play bishop e5. This is crazy. Very dangerous. Can't believe he can get away with this. Maybe he can. Unbelievable. 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 He's a terrific president. How about rook h2 check? No. Now if you played rook g1. Why is this king completely safe? What we need is like a good cheapo. Oh, there? No. Wow. Knight g2. Knight d6, pawn d6, rook d6. It's not happening. So? Sees everything. This is a pretty good game. Knight takes. Take with the pawn. No. Oh, man. Cheapo. Whoa. That's so uncool. I think I heard something. It hurt me real bad, Wendy. You can have that. I just want the pawn on f2. Alright. Man, he's good. Maybe I was doing the check up the king. He panicked. He lost on time? My god. What a game. What a game. Panic time. Well, he's apparently losing here. He wasn't, though. He wasn't, though, until bishop takes c7. I mean, obviously, rook takes c7 is much more natural. Alright. Anyway, that was a crazy game. Nefedov was even better at one point. Interesting game. Not a bad game under the circumstances. Alright, guys, 2 minutes to go. Sac draw, of course, is in second place. I win the tournament. Congratulations to me. Sac draw is guaranteed second because of tie breaks. Drown the Clown, Move 11, and Stapvargan are leading in the race for third place. But Nevidov, Mr. Slow, Ruslan Bear, and 42 can still get to 4 points to fight for third place. Good night. 42. You've had enough. You don't want to keep fighting for fourth place. Oh, no, you're saying bye to Antonio. Okay. Yeah, Morales is out of contention with 2.5, sadly. At 50%. No. No, he's -1. Alright. Morales, thanks for playing. Good game, Nefedov. That was interesting. Because I rarely play the Berlin defense. And I find the positions fun. Because I like endgames anyway. It's not really an endgame. It's queenless middle game. Alright. So my usual unconvincing games. Maybe I have a good score, but my games were not that convincing. Sac draw with 4.5. Drawing the Clown with 3.5. This is going to be fun. Last game. Stapvargan. At least I'm not playing against the stone wall. Or maybe I am. Let's play e4. He plays the Caro French. The French Caro. Frenchian. The Frenchicon. Frenchican. Fried chicken defense. So he's continuously done this c6, d5, e6 defense for black. It's really weird. We'll see what he does. e6? That's just extreme. Did we have a game where you did e6 and I played e5? I'm not going to play e5. I don't think so. If you play e6, I promise I'll play a different move. Not e5. Ah. Well, this is something completely other. Now we're in a different dimension altogether. I see. Philidor, potentially. Or check defense. Yeah, I mean, I had some fun games today. None of them were like crushing. I didn't crush anybody except for Troll, who crushed himself in the opening. The ridiculous Queen b6. Most of the games were close. So it's a modern. We had this the other day. Sunday with Great Lazarus got a really bad position against me. But that was a peer. It's not a modern. Actually, that's different. This is a modern with an early c6. Obviously, it can transpose to the Pierce. Not a very ambitious setup for white. But I'm influenced by Karpov. I still have always played the classical against the Pierce for the most part. This is a quiet setup where white castles kingside with bishop e2. Now I have e5, and you're in deep shit. This is like immediate deep shit. This is a very bad move order for black. It's not like the King's Indian where you can get away with allowing e5, e6 early stage. I think this is dubious. Seriously dubious for black. Oh, a mouse slip, painful loss. Your mouse hurt itself. Guys, we had a notification earlier. I think. Yeah. Good night donation has tipped $5. So that's about as anonymous as you can get. Maybe that's Morales. I'm not sure. It seems like if it was the Germans, one of the Germans, they would have made something ironic in the name there. Both Mr. Slow and 42 like to make ironically named donations. That looks like maybe a Morales donation. Jim is here. Yay! The Bullet Champ. The Master of Bullet. Jim. Back from the Bullet Wars. Once in a while, you're still on my friends list, so I'll see you playing Bullet or whatever. So I didn't get a very exciting game here. Structurally, black is dubious, but it's probably not that bad. So Jim has the yellow. What is that yellow badge? That's like the Cheer 100K badge. Guys, when was the last time we saw the Cheer 100K badge? There's a real relic. Emil the Farmer is still going. Speaking of relics. I love the ratings here in Hungary. You've got like GMs who are 2200. Lynch is just 2250. He's 57 years old. And he's 2250. And you've got like FMs who like suck compared to him and they're higher rated. And then my friend Emil the Farmer, as Jim called him. Was it you who made up that name? That was he's like 1800. 1800 IM. Farmer's still active. He's farmed himself down to 1800. He's defarmed. He's farmed his rating points off. Still, I mean, I would take him any day of the week against an average 2000 player. He's 72. But dude, how does a Grandmaster, I mean, be 2250? A Grandmaster who used to be like... I was just looking at this lineup for some tournaments here. I was looking at the lists of players who are playing like round robins and tournaments here. And Lynch is 2250. The dude's 4 years older than me. And he was almost 2600. Explain to me how that's possible. You got people whose like ratings haven't moved. That like were always 2300 and they're still 2300. And then like Grandmasters who used to be like 2570 or 2250. I love this. The modern rating system. But I let my rating drop. I let my rating drop. My rating dropped down. My only hope is rapid now. Or if there's one other drastic move I can make, I could try to do a rating. I could try to do like a rating catapult. I take my 2287 rating and play like 3 or 4 tournaments in one supplement. It would be insane. I probably like end up backfiring. I'll just try to get my rapid rating back over 2400. It's really weird too. I have a rapid rating K factor of 20. But I don't understand. I was definitely 2400. I guess it just wasn't enough games or something. Maybe when I was 2400 it was still sort of provisional. So I still have a 20K factor in rapid, so my rapid rating can change. I can still change my rapid rating fairly quickly. Anyway, we all love talking about ratings. Yeah, Emma the Farmer, 1800. The other IMs like him are all like 2000. It's just ridiculous. That's what happens when you play a bunch of Indian kids in like First Saturday type tournaments. Say goodbye to your rating points. Bishop G5. I don't know if this is the right idea. It's kind of materialistic. I'm going after this pawn on D5. Bishop takes F6 would be fine. If knight E4, I snap the pawn. Snapple. I miss Snapple. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, people get old. Okay. But, still. Yeah, he must have, like, sold his rating points or something. It's highly suspicious. Damn, 94 is a problem now. Alright, I'm going to take that. You know what? Yeah, I don't like 94. You can have the bishop. I'm a little better here. Guys, this is our last game for today, sadly. I have a plan. It's not a very good plan. Rook E3. Double on the E file. And knight. No place for my knight. Knight needs a square. G3. Bishop G2. And then we need to go knight. Somehow we need to play. Okay. G3, Bishop G2, Knight D2, Knight F1, Knight E3. So we can get everything firing on all cylinders against that weak pawn. The knight needs to be there on E3 attacking D5. He could have, well, I could have played A4, but I don't see any reason to do that here. What's that Farking going to do? Structure. I have Knight D2 first. Might be a better way to do this. Knight D2, Bishop G5, F4. If Bishop G2, Queen C4, Knight D2, and that I might have trouble picking that pawn up. But I probably would pick it up eventually. Yeah, let's just do it. I'll let him play Queen C4 if he wants to. It's not really his style to trade queens, I think. Anyway, I have Queen takes B7. Okay, he can't do that. Well, Queen C4, Queen takes B7, Rook B8, maybe. If he picks off my b2 pawn, he can win my pawn chain. He can play queen c4. I'll just play knight d2. Anyway, I'm going to play knight d2. And then the plan is clear. I mean, do I want to play like h4 to stop bishop g5? I think it's sort of silly. I'm better off just playing knight f1. Knight f1, knight e3. Take the d5 pawn. Look, Bondo, bad pieces. Alright, the pawn is hanging now. So you can take it if you want to. He might get counterplay with b4. I'm going to go with this. Take it on my terms. There's that thing. But I was prepared for that anyway. He does have b4 though, kind of an annoying move here. That must be his plan. He's going to try to blow up my structure. b4. Really annoying move. So b4, I guess, he still has some chance. He lost on time. I mean, it looks like b4 is the only move. It is. b4 only move. Black's still hanging on after that. I can't say Black's necessarily lost. That was like a perfect game. Alright guys, that's it. I'm done. How about you? Do you get your refund? No, we're still playing. Drown the Clown. Move 11 is in second place momentarily. Saxec draw lost. Oh no. Oh no, major upset. Move 11. Might win second place. Nefedov, Drown the Clown. I feel for both of them. They're both so solid. Nefedov got in his favorite. Nefedov, why don't you just play the Grob? Why delay it, you know, to like move 19? He should just straight up play the Grob. Wow, troll. That's not bad for a troll to be able to do 20 push-ups. I mean, pull-ups. Especially a drunk troll. I'd be lucky if I could do like 10. I'd be lucky if I could do 5. I used to be pretty good at pull-ups. That was before I was fat. Ooh, Drown the Clown just flagging Nefedov mercilessly. Oh, look at that. Mouse skills of Drown the Clown. Relentless, just playing for time. He did have the edge there. What's happening here? Mr. Slow still going. Ruslan against Mr. Slow. With a beautiful bishop pair that Mr. Slow has here. Better structure bishop pair. Ugh. Penetration station. Rook d2. This is such an amazing position for black. Mr. Slow could lose on time. The queen side is gone. So Ruslan's only chance is time. There's literally like nothing active he can do. That's just not interesting. Alright, that should be a win for Mr. Slow. And who else is still going? Nobody. So Saxec lost against move 11. Nefedov lost to the sleazy time player. Troll Roll got a win in the last round. Ruslan Bear, that's our last game going. No other game in town. Oof. Yeah. White just totally lost. He literally has zero counterplay of any kind whatsoever. Everything is prevented. White's best move is like king f4. No, that drops a piece. There is no good move. Damn. Merciless. Yeah, there it comes. h4, look out. Now Troll is in his element. Playing for time, down 2 pawns. I called him Troll. Sorry, Rasan Bear. Not Troll. He plays like a troll, but his name is not Troll. He's a troll player. Troll, he uses 30 pull-ups a day. Yeah, I mean, he's like Rudy Giuliani. He has adult diapers. Oof. Mr. Slow not taking the bishop with check there. Mr. Slow is going to win this game. And end it on a positive note. Move 11, did you sneak into second place somehow? What did you do to Sac draw? What did you do, man? You got Sac draw. No. No, I'm mistaken. The tie breaks fell into place at the end, and move 11 was third. That's fair, because Sac draw was in the top the whole time, and move 11 sort of snuck up on us with a couple wins at the end. But it's good to see move 11 play. I have perfect Fischer-esque result. No mistakes the whole tournament, right? Sac draw, second place with 4.5. Move 11, I think that's like your first trophy. Have you ever had a trophy before? You're going to have more bling than Panda. Good job, Move 11, playing the whole tournament. Drown the Clown. You knocked Drown the Clown out of his normal third place. Move 11, did the game even last to move 11? What was that? Queen f6? What's that about? That used to be a knight? Happened there? Sac draw like sacked his queen on f6 for a knight and gave up. He must think move 11 is like a computer or something. That's weird. Knight f6, queen takes f6 check. Don't think that's the right idea. What was that about? Why am I looking at Kramnik Nepomniachtchi? So knight f6 and the dude played queen takes f6 check. That's really strange. I think I lost this position once against with black. It looks like something I had against Pop Jula. I think instead of queen takes f6 check, it's probably better to play like queen b2. Oh shit, do you guys think it was a mouse slip? This is the mainline move? Oh my god, it was probably a mouse slip. He meant to play queen e5. Sorry. He meant to play queen e5, and he accidentally mouse slipped queen takes f6. That's a bad one. That's maybe the worst mouse slip I've ever seen. Seriously, the whole queen. Queen b2 is just like passive. So it turns out queen e5 is the main move. And it looks like he mouse slipped queen takes f6 check. What a way to finish third place, man. Nice job, move 11. You must be proud of yourself. That's quite a win you got there. Alright, no, seriously. Good games, guys. I got first. Sac draw was second, despite a really ugly mouse slip. Anyway, he couldn't get first. Move 11 with third. Drown the Clown. Mr. Slow, good job. Mr. Slow with no draws. Mr. Decisive. Stapvar again with 3.5. Nefedov 3. Nefedov has one missed round, so he's 50%. Troll with 3. Also no draws. Nice job, Troll, getting to the top 10. 42. 3 points despite only playing 5 or 4 games. Wow. 42 literally only played 4 games, and he still got 3 points. Ruslan Bear with 3. And Astrobate, I asked you to win one of your final games, and you did it! Wow, Astrobate beat Gia, delivering the win that we asked for. So good job, man. Morales finishing 11th. Thanks everybody for playing. We had a total of 20 players, and I'm gonna be back on Thursday with an analysis stream as always. So I look forward to that. I thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you as usual, and you'll see me next time on this channel. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for your support. Good tournament. See you on Thursday. Bye. Bye.